Okay, I've had a couple of people send me an instant message and ask me about my boat cradle and how I made it. So obviously the boat is sitting on it right now, so I'll try to go over it as detailed as possible with it sitting there. What I did originally is I went to Northern Tool and I bought car dollies that basically, you can put underneath each one of the four tires to hold up the, so you can move your car around. They said they hold 1,000 pounds each, and my boat, according to the specifications, only is 1,200 pounds without the engine in it. So I figured four of them at 4,000 pounds, supporting at four corners, was more than adequate. What I started with is two 2x4s laid side by side, and I have a air nailer and nailed everything together. So I had two of these side by side going from all the way across in the bottom. I put those down first, and then I put cross braces all the way across. And then if you look on the bottom side of this, I built the 2x4s crossing, I guess alternating to build up the height to go all the way up. And then I put 2x6s at an angle that I actually held up to the back of the boat to kind of get my right angle. And then I nailed them in and put a piece of carpet on it. And then to secure the whole boat to the dollies is underneath, I drilled, I think it was a half-inch hole, and then I put half-inch lags that were about that long all the way into that to keep it completely secure. And then I put, once it was set on the center portion, I built these to support the chines and keep it nice and level. Because it was very, very difficult to try to build it and then set the boat on there, because it seemed like every time I did it, the boat would be touching in one spot, not touching in another, and it just didn't work. Now the front, I just kind of did the same process, but the V is not quite as deep up there. I'm sorry, it's just the opposite. It's much deeper up there, so it's a much steeper V. And then I just put the carpet in it and set the boat on it. The thing rolls around like a dream. Takes a lot of effort just because the wheels are plastic and they don't want to roll, but other than that. And then I guess I'll make a video when I put it back on the trailer. It's kind of hard to explain how I did it. I mean, I basically strapped it to the back wall. If you look here, you see that big eyelet right there. Strapped it to the back wall and put my come along, or actually it was my tie down strap right there, and started basically ratcheting it backwards, pulling the boat off of the trailer. Once I got it far enough off the trailer, I jacked up the back end of the boat and put it on the cradle, and started with my floor jack lifting up the nose after each cross brace of the trailer. So I jack it up, move the trailer forward 2 or 3 feet till it hit the next cross brace. Then I'd lower it back down onto the trailer again, move my jack to the other side, jack it up, move the trailer out a little bit more, and then lower it back down the trailer. And then once I had the trailer out far enough, I lowered it down on the first part of that front cradle. Now the problem I ran into is that my gas tank is in the front, pretty much right here, and it's full. I filled it up before we put it in storage or started working on it to keep condensation from forming. So what's that, 30 gallons? And I think I figured it at something like 600 pounds or something of that nature. Maybe a little high, I'm not sure. But so the boat wanted to rock forward off of that because all the weight's in the front. And I got really scared because I thought, oh man, all the front of this boat is completely wet. All the foam, everything is wet. But no, it's just the front of the fuel tank. But anyway, once I got it done, I was able to scoot this far enough forward to where it's right underneath the fuel tank, keeps everything nice and even. and it just barely fits in the garage. I mean, it's touching the back wall, and I think there is, 4 inches there. That allows me to move it around. I tell you, I couldn't have done it without it. I mean, it is, right now it's 28 degrees, maybe a little warmer, but we had a low here in Frisco, Texas, of all places, this morning of about 18. So it was really cold. Now, I know you guys up in the north, it's nothing, but that's why I live in Texas. I like the heat. I don't function well in the cold weather. But anyway, so that's how I built my my cradles. I think they're kind of cool. They work. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them whenever I'm done with this. I guess I gotta tear them apart. Thought about storing the boat in here every winter on them, but I'm not sure it would support the weight with the engine in it. And I tell you, that engine surprised me how much it weighed with all the accessories on it, with all that garbage. I mean, it was close to 1,000 pounds, I'm sure, because I had the arm extended to 1 ton, and man, I tell you, that thing looked like it was going to fold in half. And I had to go get a much more stout engine stand because it wouldn't hold it. But anybody knows who wants a 305 that still runs pretty darn good? I didn't have any problems with it. I'm repowering to a 350, so I'm going to be getting rid of this one. Seems like everything's pretty good. I mean, is that pretty decent? You guys tell me. It's been a while since I built an engine. I don't know if that's decent play or not. But all the compression reads out fine. I forget what the readings were, but I think I'm going to throw it on Craigslist, see what I can get. I'll order my other one soon.